Hello everyone, it is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with another exciting live stream. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about yesterday, March 11th, 2019. Today is March 12th, 2019. If you're just now tuning in, don't forget to pop into that live chat. Tell me how you're doing today. Ask any questions you may have, and bring up any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream. Also, don't forget to smash that like button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Give me one moment, I'm going to get the live chat set up. That way I'll be able to see what everyone's talking about in the live chat. Yo, Rocky Ford, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Thank you for smashing that like button, by the way. Truly appreciate it. So I actually don't have a lot to talk about today. So this is going to be a lot of you guys just asking questions, bringing up discussion topics. Because I purposely just took like a lazy day, so I didn't really do a lot. Yo, Armor Man, real life superhero, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. Don't forget to smash that like button. Armor Man, how's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Right now, I'm just setting up the description of this video. So I'm just getting, tags squared away and putting in like the short description of what I did today and things of that nature. But I can tell you guys, for the most part, I did a little bit of writing. That was about it. Armor Man, real life superhero, said, "Can you search Elon Musk?" So you want me to just look up Elon Musk news? I personally haven't really kept up with Elon Musk. Let's see. So Elon Musk says the SEC is making an unconstitutional power grab over his tweets. Elon Musk lawyers say SEC unconstitutional power grab. So there's some weird thing going on with Elon Musk and Twitter, apparently. That's interesting. I mean, depending on what you're interested in. Matt said, "Jet, stop letting Yu-Gi-Oh dominate fan polls." What are you talking about? The fan polls are designed, Matt, based on what you guys want to see. So if a lot of people want to see Yu-Gi-Oh, then it makes sense for Yu-Gi-Oh to win. By design, it's literally a popularity contest. Also, Matt, how's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Also, Matt, don't forget to smash that like button. Truly appreciate it. Let's see. Right now, I am editing the description. I don't really have much to say about the Elon Musk Twitter thing, by the way. Armor Man said, "I'm a fan of his work and what he's doing for humanity." And he put a hard exclamation point at the end of it. So what are your feelings on the tweets? Do you feel like I don't even know what he tweeted? Like, so I guess I don't fully understand the controversy. Could you fill me in a little bit more on the tweet situation, Armor Man? I guess I'm having trouble figuring out why there's such a hoopla over his Twitter because I don't know what he tweeted and I don't know what he feels like the U.S. is doing with his tweets or whatever. Matt said, "All you have to do is be like, I want to play Ruby Amity Arena." And then Matt said, "You mean that dislike button?" Well, I don't have any set interest in playing Ruby Amity Arena, Matt. If anything, I'm surprised that people don't vote for Jump Force. People were really hyped for Jump Force until it came out. Then, I think that's been interesting. Also, I don't know why, but my laptop is unbalanced, but I'm putting it in the same place that I pretty much always put it in, but it keeps teeter tottering. Matt says, "But it just has to win once." Then you just need to keep voting for it, Matt. I'm sure that there's a day where you'll be able to set it up, and maybe not a lot of people will vote, or maybe people will show interest in Ruby Amity Arena, and then we can finally get to it. But I don't have control over what other people want. Armor Man said, "Have you heard of Hero Hell? He's a real life superhero." I have not heard of Hero Hell. Is that really how his name's spelled? Because that's interesting. It's like hell with one L. I have not heard of him. Where does he patrol? And does he have a team? Let's see. Matt said, "Not when people are addicted to Yu-Gi-Oh, Gi-Oh, Gi-Oh, Gi-Oh." Well, I mean, things other than Yu-Gi-Oh win, but normally they end up being kind of random. Like the things that aren't Yu-Gi-Oh are less predictable. Let's see. Matt says, "Stop being dyslexic. Hie? Is it Hei? From my screen, it just looked like an L to me." Let's see. An Armor Man said he has a YouTube channel called Hero Hell. Are you sure that's an I, Matt? I can't tell if that's an I. Do 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 do. I'm about to find out. Do 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 do. It is an I. So hero high, hero hey, hero hie, hero. How do you pronounce that? I guess I'm not entirely sure. Like how you're supposed to say that. Also, I'm almost done editing the description of this video. 5 minutes. This has been 5 minutes. I haven't edited it. I need to step up my game. Excuse me. Also, my apologies. Earlier, I said that we were gonna do a Jump Force video. My friend Taylor, he wasn't able to show up today. He was like, "Yeah, I'll come by a little bit later than originally planned," and he just never came by, which is why we didn't have a Jump Force stream. So my apologies on that. Let's see. Armor Man Real Life Superhero said, "Yes, it is an I, or it's not an L." I'm so confused. It's only because of how it's written. So let me copy what Armor Man said to identify what the true letter is. Can copy that, go up here, and paste. Oh, word. So it's an I. Okay, so it is an I think. Beatrice said, "At Matt, stop being toxic." Yo, Beatrice, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. Don't forget to smash that like button. Also, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Dragon Ball Superfan 10 said, "Today's my birthday." Yo, happy birthday! Dragon Ball Superfan 10, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your birthday so far? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Also, don't forget to smash that like button. Yo, what'd you do for your birthday? Kels said, "Hey, what up? I'm ready to do the death battle." Yo, Kels, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Also, don't forget to smash that like button. Truly appreciate it. So, Kels, are you still sticking with Diavolo or Diavolo for the death battle? What Kels wants to do is everyone name a fictional character, and then we discuss who we think could win in a fight between all those fictional characters. Let's see, your boy Matt said, "But Jet, the whole reasons Lego Worlds won a fan poll was because you said you wanted to play it." That's just because that's the truth. I just actually wanted to play Lego Worlds. So what Matt is trying to request is that I say, "Hey, I want to play a game that Matt wants me to play," whether or not I actually want to play that game, so that Matt has a better chance of winning the fan poll. Um, but I don't really have that much interest in playing Ruby Amity Arena. So I don't think I do a video where I would tell people to vote for it, if that makes sense. For one, that's dishonest. And two, I don't have any real motivation to ask people to vote for something I don't necessarily want to play. Let's see. Kel said, "Happy birthday, Dragon Ball Super fan." And then Matt said, "And no, I will forever be toxic and salty and rude." I noticed that you didn't want to use commas. You just wanted to say "and" for everything. Dragon Ball Superfan 10 said, "Thanks, Kels." Armor Man Real Life Superhero said, he's also a fan of anime. Yes, that is true. I feel like a lot of people here are a fan of anime. Put in the live chat hashtag anime fan if you happen to be a fan of anime. I know I am. Let's see, Matt said, "What if I just screwed up the death battle by adding with my own character?" So Matt, for the Kel's death battle that he wants to do right now, it's not like you make up a character. It's you pick a character from fiction that you really vibe with, and then you try to put in whether or not that character would win or lose, and you kind of explain your point. Let's see. Kel said, "Matt, you can add a character." And then Matt said, "Well, darn, this didn't have the effect I wanted. It was supposed to screw up the system." Kel said, "I'm sticking with Diavolo. I really think he has a chance, especially since he can see 10 seconds into the future along with time stop, which is pretty good, not gonna lie. I feel like Red Tornado might get him, though. I don't know. Those Ultim feats are my favorite Red Tornado feats. He's just like really overpowered when he uses the full power of Ultim. Beatrice said hashtag anime fan. Nice, into the anime. Armorman Real Life Superhero said hashtag anime fan, also into the anime. Matt said Sakura would just get stomped, but there we go. You're gonna put in Sakura from Naruto? Probably would just get stomped. I agree on that. Kels also said hashtag anime fan. Ooh, we got a lot of anime fans in the live chat. I feel you. I too am a fan of the animes. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it. Then Matt said Card Captor. Oh, Card Captor Sakura. I thought you were talking about Sakura from Naruto. Oh, okay. And then Matt said Shield Hero is great. He is a fan of Shield Hero. Kel said, what can Red Tornado do? So the character that I'm picking is less Red Tornado and more the air elemental inside of Red Tornado. He's known as Ulthum. That's his name. And when he was a villain, he was the Tornado Tyrant. Ulthum has the ability to create illusions, but they're just real. Like, they're called illusions, but they actually just are whatever he like made up. Like if he makes an illusion of Superman, it has like all of the powers and abilities of Superman. And if he creates like an illusion of the Earth, it's like of the entire Earth and of everyone on it and of everything on the Earth. And these are things that he's like actually done in the comics. And Ulthum's best move, like his ultimate technique, is he can create an illusion of the entire Justice League and have all of the Justice League hit an opponent at the same time. And if they all land their blows, it's exactly enough energy to send his opponent into like the antimatter universe. And then when their matter body interacts with the antimatter, they just explode and die. I know that's really crazy. I actually did a full video about why I think Red Tornado would beat Storm because this guy Danco on YouTube did a video of Storm versus Red Tornado, and spoiler alert, he said that Storm would win. And in my video, I'm like, hey, I don't know a lot about Storm, so I'm only going to use the information that Danco provided in his video about Storm and what Storm's capable of. And then I'm going to add extra information about Red Tornado because at the time I had just read like all of Red Tornado, like every run of Red Tornado that exists, I have like read. So I was like, I'm really familiar with Red Tornado right now. So I feel like I can give like a good argument for why Red Tornado would like beat Storm. So if you guys haven't seen that video, I'd highly recommend you check it out. Matt said Jet's a hater. Ooh, Matt. Matt, you are the king of haters. I don't understand how you're like Jet's a hater. That's quite interesting. Mm. Matt hates all fruit. He actually hates all fruit. Matt said, wait, the create card might save her. Matt, are you like looking up facts on card capture Sakura that we haven't gotten to yet? Um, Wait, have we already seen the create card, Matt? It's been such a long time. Me and Matt used to watch Card Captor Sakura, which is like a magical girl show, but it's pretty good. It feels more like a slice of life show most of the time. But me and Matt just haven't watched it in a long time, so I'm like losing familiarity with some of the stuff that Card Captor can do. She has a lot of cards that seem like they should be used more and seem like they'd be incredibly overpowered because their descriptions are somewhat generic. They just kind of do stuff. Let's see. Kel said, so I think that Diavolo would win like 50% of the time, or maybe a little bit lower, because Diavolo would probably understand your dude. Get in a good hit he thinks would kill him, and then die to an illusion, even though the illusions are essentially real. Excuse me. I guess what's interesting about it is whether or not Diavolo like hitting Ulthum would matter. Like because of the fact that Ulthum is an air elemental, normally when you think of someone really strong punching someone, you think, oh, like they broke a rib or like they caused eternal not eternal, internal bleeding or like they drilled a hole through their chest. But because Ulthum is like made of air, I'm not sure how much it matters if Diavolo gets a good punch in, right? I guess you could argue he could punch him so hard that it causes the air to like disperse, but I don't necessarily think that would kill Ulthum to disperse the air. Because the air itself is his being, I feel like he could just gather it, you know, like just form himself back together. He has mentioned that he can get extra cucked by antimatter. So the same way that he can like send someone to the antimatter universe and they like eat shit and die. Ulthum is like if I was to touch antimatter, I am made of matter. Like I would also just eat shit and die. So I feel like Ulthum's greatest weakness is antimatter, and he's like consciously aware of and tries to avoid getting hit by antimatter. Matt said, create equals book that random girl got, and she made a bunch of dumb stuff. I remember that. Yeah, and card capture Sakura, it's possible if you have the create card. Could she just straight up make whatever she wanted happen? Like, isn't that doesn't the create card more or less make you a reality manipulator? Because if that's the case, Matt, I think you're right. Sakura could probably do some dumb stuff. That would make her on similar level to Ulthum, but she wouldn't have the same level of durability. Like I think Diavolo could hit card capture Sakura and she like take the dick. Like she just would get hit and then she would like die because she's still kind of a person. You know what I mean? Um, so I guess it depends. Kel said it's pronounced Sakura. 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 Let's see. And that one guy, Kel, said, sorry, I meant underestimate. Oh, he might underestimate Ultim. Kel said, oh, if he's made of air, then Diavolo's freaking dead. And then he said F in the chat for Diavolo. Yeah, Ultim's like an air elemental. That's like his whole thing. He's like made of air. Matt said, whatever is written in the book becomes reality. But then she also has time stop. That's true. I guess it depends on what everybody is like. Does everyone know about each other's powers? Because I think that matters a lot. I think if Sakura knows what everyone's capable of, she has a lot of cards that just give her abilities. She could just pull the right card, right? And then just be like, aha, I just use my cards and just dick before the fight. Um, I don't know how she would dick Red Tornado. She could make like an antimatter monster or something. I don't know. But because of the create card, Sakura is a wild card. I feel like she can do a lot of weird stuff. Um, with Diavolo, if he knows everybody's abilities, maybe he'll give up. I'm not gonna lie, because I don't know what his plan would be to get rid of Red Tornado. And I think he could beat Sakura by just seeing into the future before Sakura like did her move and then attacking. Like, since he can see in the future and then kind of like make it where the time happened but no one remembers it, maybe he could like speed blitz like Dicker. I could see that. But I don't know what Dio could come up with to be like, this air elemental like will get the shaft. You know what I mean? And if Ultim knows what everybody can do, I feel like he can still just do the same thing. Like he can just kind of do whatever he was gonna do before, because it's like, well, what are they gonna do? Kelson, in this case, the only person from JoJo that can beat him is D4C. Maybe with Love Train, Tusk Act 4 maybe, or Gold Experience Requiem. I'll explain their abilities in a sec. That just sounds like a lot to explain. Matt said no. She can also fortune tell. Oh shit! I like how Kels keeps bringing up powers that Dio has, and then Matt's like, she has card captor cards that let her use those same abilities. And she has more cards than those. So Kels is like, but Diavolo can like stop time and see the future. Uh, and then Matt's like, Sakura can stop time, see the future, and manipulate reality. And it's like, oh shit, that's what everybody, like, that's all, everyone's powers put together, more or less. So that's actually pretty interesting. Matt, do you think she could win? Do you think she could also just use her fortune telling and time stopping abilities to Dick Diavolo? Like, how do you think that would work? Kel said, yeah, Sakura can do that, but Diavolo could just see that she's gonna do some shit and then just cut Sakura in half. Well, I guess the issue, Kels, is that if Sakura can also just see in the future, right? Then who sees in the future first? Because they can both stop time and they can both see in the future. So like I don't get it. I could see Sakura winning. She could make like she could use the reality manipulating book and just kind of like Death Note style, like they die or they don't exist, and then dun, 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 dun. Like so I feel like that would be the issue. Let's see. Matt said um, she can also fortune tell, which gives her general information about the situation. And then Matt said shield protects against time manipulation. Get wrecked, Diavola. So Matt's saying she could use the shield card, and when Diavolo tries to manipulate time, she'll have her shield to protect her from the time manipulation. And then Matt said she might actually not be the one getting stomped on. How many cards can Sakura use at a time, Matt? I'm so used to seeing her use the cards one at a time, and if she's limited to one at a time card use, I think that could really cuck her. If she can just spam cards or whatever, or use multiple cards at once, then I feel like Sakura can get it. So Matt said dual. So he can use, not he, she can use two cards at any one time. That's kind of tricky because it really depends on what two cards she uses. Is she going to use Time Stop and Shield? Because then she doesn't have any real offensive measure to defeat Diavolo. Like, I think she needs Create as a card to stand a chance. But if she uses Create and Time Stop, Diavolo could still possibly dick her. Like, it's kind of hard to tell. Kel said, yeah, but Diavolo can erase time, so she gets cucked. Erase time is different from stop time. True, and the way that the erase time thing works with the Diavolo thing is really odd, and I feel like it's hard to explain. Even after looking at the explanation of the erase time ability, I'm like, so it's like Hit's thing, where Hit like stores time, but like not really, like it's really weird. And then I already read where Matt said dual. Hydration. Mm. Let me pop out the live chat. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Okay. Also, I haven't told you guys about my day today, but there's really not much to say about my day. Also, I noticed whenever I pop out the chat, it switches to top chat instead of live chat. I prefer live chat because it shows you what everybody said. Yo, Kirby, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. Kirby, how's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Also, Kirby, don't forget to smash that like button if you haven't already. Your boy Matt said erase. So is erase one of Sakura's cards? Like, does she have that card? Kel said, I'll just post the link to Diavolo's clip because it explains it pretty well. And then Matt said, straight up makes people disappear, not turn invisible, but vanish from existence. So I think the erase card is pretty OP. Because if Card Captor Sakura uses erase, then she could just be like, erase Othum, erase Diavolo. And then that'd be it, right? They just get erased. It becomes a quick draw thing whenever you're in scenarios like this. Like, who uses their OP bullshit first ends up becoming the thing. Let's see. So then Kells posted the link to the Diavolo clip. Kirby said, I think I'm going to try Dueling Nexus with Hangouts. Oh, ballin'. Hope that goes well. Yo, if you guys want to check out Kirby's Dueling Nexus stream, he's about to stream at his channel, Kirby Ultrastar. Let's see, Matt said direct copy paste. And then Kel said, all right, Kirby. Then Ryan said, hi, Jet. Yo, Ryan, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Also, Ryan, don't forget to smash that like button. Truly appreciate it. Matt said, it can erase the memories of anyone who it does this to as well. So it can erase people from existence and erase their memories? Damn, because the erase card seems pretty good. I think erase and create sound like the best card captor Sakura card powers, if I'm not mistaken. Because you can manipulate reality and then you can erase whatever you want from reality from existence. So it sounds like those are the two cards that you would need to do the straight dick. Let's see. Ryan said, how do you feel about sovereignty? About like a nation being independent? Well, a country being independent? Um, I feel like sovereignty is important. It allows for a country to be ruled by its people rather than by the like governments of other countries. Kel said if Diavolo is going to get erased, then he can just activate erase time and cuck Sakura because Diavolo is invincible while in erase time, meaning that I guess he has like the Mario star or whatever. He's just kind of do 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 do. Yo, Poco, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Also, don't forget to smash that like button. Truly appreciate it. Kirby said erase, not the Urza's Legacy one? Urza's Legacy. What's that a reference to? Let's see. Ryan said, how do you feel about the U.S. constantly violating other countries' sovereignty? I don't know anything about it. Therefore, I don't really have an opinion. Excuse me. Then Kirby said Magic the Gathering. Oh, a reference to a game I don't play. I understand that I don't get the reference. Let's see. Poco said I play Lego Movie 2. Oh, is the Lego Movie 2 game out, Poco? Like, is it already like dropped? Matt said fortune telling can also identify opponents and what they want. The fuck, Matt? Why is fortune telling so good? Should should Sakura use fortune telling in a race so that she knows what her opponents like who her opponents are and what they're after, and then a race to just get rid of them? Because that's pretty OP. Poco then put the like laugh and smiling face. And then Kirby said it's a joke card. Oh, erases? What's its effect? Also, I haven't gone over what I've done today, but long story short, I had a weird dream, like I always do. Dueling Nexus won today's fan poll. It was fun, as always. I learned more about the emo shape sponsorship. It seems like we're getting really close to the stage where they send me a bunch of expensive technology for free, and I had a lazy day for the most part. I have more details about my dream in the description box below if you want to get into the nitty gritty of like what made my dream so weird. I have the Dueling Nexus stream on the channel if you guys just want to like see what the fan poll winner was and just watch it for yourselves. The emo shape sponsorship thing I'll probably talk more about as the stream continues. And the lazy day, I more or less just slept. I read like the first issue of like the Spectre comic. I just kind of relaxed for a day before the hustle and bustle of the week starts up. Let's see. Kirby said, if you control two or more white permanents that share an artist, you may cast the spell without paying its mana cost. Exile target enchantment. What? Are the artists written on the Magic the Gathering cards where you can identify that that is true? Because that's really interesting. Kel said, you know what? I'm going to pick D4C Love Train. I'll explain it now. I like how Kel's is like, Sakura's on some next level bullshit. I got to do something else. Matt said, lock. Locks people inside a room that can't be escaped. Even attempting to break the windows will create a small force, knocking that would-be escapee back. Dark. Envelops an area into pitch black darkness. For people without magical powers, this transports them into a space where time does not flow. What? The time does not flow thing was the really specific part that fucked me. Kirby says it's a massive eraser, scratching across the artwork of a card. Rip. Rip. That's a hard rip, Kirby. Matt, the lock card seems really interesting. The idea that it puts them in a room that can't be escaped. Because Sakura could go, lock erase. So she locks you and then erases you from existence. Because what are you going to do? If she locks Ulthum and she locks Diavolo and then erases Ulthum and Diavolo, that's a game. Because if it's inescapable, what are you going to do? Now, can you escape the room? I mean, if it literally can't be escaped, then there is no escaping it. But if you could escape it by, like, going to another dimension or something like that, I feel like Ulthum could escape. If he could just do interdimensional bullshit. Kel said D4C by itself has the power to summon objects and people from other universes. He must put the object or person in between two objects. For example, between a door and a wall, or even water in the ground. What the fuck? How does it, what? So D4C just summons objects and people from other universes. Does he have any like control over the whatever person he summons? And does he like know how to use whatever object he summons? Like if D4C was like, I summon the Omnitrix from like Ben 10, does that mean that he like knows how to use the Omnitrix and that he can like use it to like his own advantage? Um Also, between the water and the ground fucked me. I didn't understand that. That's so arbitrary, the between two things thing. Kirby said, can it summon Goku? Based off of the way it was described, it seems like it could summon Goku. Matt said also, the change card exists. So what does the change card do? Does it just change something into something else? Is that its whole thing? Because that also seems pretty good. She could just turn them into not what they are. Oh, it switches minds? That's weak, Matt. Compared to lock and erase, if she could only use two cards at once, that'd be really lame. Might as well use erase and lock, which so far are the best ones for a fight. I think create is probably the best card in general, but erase and lock are pretty solid. Kirby said, "Summon Kirby, please." How is D4C normally used in JoJo? Because that sounds really interesting. Like within JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, what things do they normally summon from other universes? Alternate universe versions of their own characters, or characters from like public domain property? Like, what defines another universe in JoJo? I didn't even know that JoJo had anything that was like multiversal. And then Matt said, or we can be Majin Buu with the sweet card. Oh, does the sweet card just turn things into candy? Then Kirby said, Kirby defeated Majin Buu. Death battle. Mm. Let's see. Kel said, if a person gets too close to their alternative selves, then both will get pulled towards each other and then they both die. But this doesn't apply to the user, Funny Valentine. So he can summon as many Valentines as he wants without worrying about anything. So normally when he pulls from other universes, he pulls other universe versions of JoJo characters, from what I can understand. That's interesting, I suppose. It's weird that JoJo has its own multiverse kind of thing. Are the different Valentines like different in behavior and appearance? Or are they all a bunch of like identical universes? Because I think that's an interesting concept in its own right. Also, I feel like with that ability, he could do a weird thing where he summons alternate universe Sakura and alternate universe Ulthum and then has them like touch each other and they die. But I feel like Sakura can just go like lock erase. And Ulthum, as long as he speed blitz, could Ulthum probably could just summon a bunch of flashes. Like instead of summoning the Justice League, he could just summon like the Flash, the Flash, the Flash, the Flash as illusions, and then have them all speed blitz and hit with enough force to knock someone into the antimatter universe. Because that just would make his move better. Instead of having to summon the whole Justice League and having them each hit an opponent all at once, you can summon a bunch of flashes and just have all of them hit an opponent into the antimatter universe. I think that would work just as well. Let's see. Kels. Oh, I already read that. Matt said the return card, capable of pulling someone into the past, but it takes a significant amount of magical energy to do so. Still not as good. Still not as good as lock and erase, Matt. Kel said D4C can only summon copies of things that he has access to. For example, if Valentine wants another red party cup, he has to put the cup between something and then summon another one. So couldn't he just do that to Sakura and Ulthum? As long as there's something that he can summon it between. Can he use his hands? Can he be like, between my hands, another Sakura? Between my hands, another Ulthum? Like, what defines between something? That's so vague. Let's see. Matt said mirror just double Sakura's capabilities. Does it create a second Sakura, or does it just literally give her like a power boost, like mirror, or mirror, and then like she just has more power? Is it like Kaioken? Kirby said someone named Beatrice just subscribed to me after I mentioned Nexus with Hangouts. I don't know if that person is here, but thank you. Beatrice is/was here. It's hard to tell when people jump in the live chat and then don't talk for a while, whether or not they're still watching. But Beatrice was here for sure. Your boy Matt said only being reverted if its identity is stated. Oh, is Mirror when Sakura put like a fake version of her in her bed or whatever and snuck out of the house? Is that what the Mirror card was? Then Ryan said just him with Exodia. So just hit him with Exodia. Isn't Exodia like infinitely powerful so he just dicks on everything? Exodia does actually sound like a really broken character to just be like, it's in this death battle, it just wins. Speaking of Exodia, Isn't it weird once they introduce the fact in Yu-Gi-Oh that all the monsters exist in like their own alternate world or whatever? That Exodia must exist somewhere in that world? I still don't understand how Exodia isn't considered a god since he's like this infinitely powerful being. It just seems kind of odd. Kel said also, yes, JoJo has a multiverse. In fact, parts 7 and 8 take place in a completely different universe than parts 1 through 6. Interesting. Matt said she can create an independent clone or a mirror that can reflect energy projectiles. Just make the clone. Does the clone have copies of all her cards? Kirby said, oh yeah, I see, earlier in the chat. And then Kirby said, not infinitely powerful. Zork is stronger than him. Who is Zork? And then Ryan said Exodia is a god. Oh, okay. How is Exodia's powers described on his card art? Because I kind of forgot, like what the description is on his individual parts. Kel said Love Train gives the user the ability to direct all misfortune to another part of the earth. That sounds really weird, so I'm gonna link a video of the guy explaining it really well. And then Matt said not specified. Oh, whether or not the card creates clones of everybody. And then Matt said loop is just a wormhole, more or less. Now, Kels, instead of the YouTube video, I'm going to request that you look up the, what is it called? The respect thread. I mentioned respect threads last time, but I feel like they'll be really useful because Kels mentions people who have really complex abilities, but it may be just easier instead of trying to read subtitles on a video for me to read the respect thread. Respect threads are really good about breaking down everything you need to know about a character, specifically for using them in fights like this. So if you could find the respect thread for whoever uses Love Train, that would be really appreciated. I feel like I could look at that and easily understand the character a lot more than just seeing someone talk about it in the show. Because the respect thread will list like feats and like how it's been used and things of that nature. It goes into more detail, but in an easier to digest way. Let's see. Now, what do you mean loop is just wormholes, more or less, Matt? I'm surprised loop isn't like time loops. So can she use it to like just teleport or to travel between worlds or like how does the loop card work, Matt? Also, Matt, do you have the card captor Sakura respect thread? Because I actually would be really interested in looking at that. Because it seems like she can just do some crazy shit. Kirby said, a forbidden left arm sealed by magic. Whoever breaks this seal will know infinite power. And then Kirby said, even with that, Zork Necrophades is stronger than Exodia. Kirby said, Zork Necrophades is one of the most powerful beings in the Yu-Gi-Oh universe, second only to Holocite, the creator god of light. Interesting. So Holocite is the most powerful Yu-Gi-Oh being? What is Holocite from? Matt said, whoa, Mist can just disintegrate metal bars with a cloud of gas. Not impressive, but weirdly capable. And then Matt said, yes, on respect thread. Matt, send me the link to Card Captor Sakura's respect thread in the live chat. Kel said the video does the same thing. It's not a clip from the show, but I'll look for a respect thread. Thank you. Respect threads are really useful. I'll even look up Ulthum respect thread if I can find one. Thank you, Matt, for posting that respect thread. Summertime, love it in the summertime, in the summertime. Ryan said Holocite is a combination of all three Egyptian gods. Oh, I didn't know that. Let's see. Matt said you said links don't work though. I see your link right there. I think what was happening is before I was looking at top chat instead of live chat, and YouTube for whatever reason defaults to top chat, and it took me a while to realize that it was doing that. Now that it shows live chat and it shows literally everything, I feel like now links show up, which is pretty good. Kirby said, but she isn't a fusion card. So it's all three of the Egyptian gods, but not fused. Is it like normal, not normal monster, but is it like a main deck monster or an extra deck monster? Because I feel like I've seen this card before. Also, I'm not sure if Ulthum has a respect thread. We're about to find out. I'm sure Red Tornado does, but Ulthum specifically probably doesn't. Let's see, Ryan said, oh, it's a Nomi monster. Cannot be normal summon slash set. Must be special summon from your hand by attributing three monsters whose original names are List the 3 god cards. This card special summon cannot be negated. The player that special summon this card wins the duel. Oh, you just win. Holy shit. Kirby said main deck that is an instant win card. Matt said silent is intriguing. Being a card captor ability, card. It cancels noise in the area and teleports things that hear a noise a short distance away. That will probably be an interesting episode to watch for sure. Also, Matt, shout out to Matt for looking up the respect thread. That's just a good idea. Is there an area of her like thing that's just called like it's powerful as fuck? I mean, I don't know. That's not what I meant. Is there like a section of her page that's like this is just the most powerful thing that she can do? Illusion, silent thunder, power, mist, float, storm, erase. Straight up makes people disappear. After being captured, all the people that disappeared came back off screen. It can erase the memories of anyone who it does this to as well. Interesting. Let's see. Matt, oh, I already read that. Kirby said she killed Zork with just one attack. Well, it sounds like she's like one of the most powerful beings of all time. So I guess that makes sense. I guess Kirby's emphasizing how strong she is compared to Zork, who is also really strong. Let's see. So this is the funny Valentine respect thread. So now we have respect threads up for everybody, except Red Tornado. So I'll look that up now. Hopefully the Red Tornado respect thread shows his ultim feats. I feel like that's really important. If they don't, then sucks to suck. It's from 10 months ago. So hopefully it covers everything. Let's see. Matt said Illusion is a subterfuge card. Ryan posted up a link to a type of wikia. What's that to, Ryan? Just as a question. Right now we're using respect threads on Reddit. I actually really like Reddit respect threads because a lot of times they show like scans and shit. It's just really easy to source, and if anything listed in a respect thread is bullshit, you can tell in the comment section. People will be like, hey, that just never happened. And it normally gets changed. So just food for thought. If you happen to be offering like a character, Ryan, for like the death battle, I highly recommend that you post a link to a respect thread on Reddit, not just to like a random wikia. Matt said the time card is obviously godlike. Let's see. Ooh, I'm liking some of these I don't know why I said some of these some of these Red Tornado descriptions, like how it's like he's immune to telepathy. The nanites in his body are constantly upgrading him, which is really cool. That's something that Cyborg does too. Capable of changing how he looks. Both of those were listed in Justice League of America number 47, except the telepathy one. That's an interesting comic to wank Red Tornado. If you guys read Justice League of America number 47, Red Tornado's just fucking good. He just does stuff. Let's see. Matt said Shadow is godlike. Kel said I prefer videos rather than respect threads, but hey, you gotta respect the respect thread. The reason why I dig respect threads so much is it just breaks down like what a character is capable of, and just shows off like everything that they can do. What the fuck? There's a respect thread post for Red Tornado that says possessing, and it's like he entered Captain Atom's soul. With help, can possess dead bodies, can move his consciousness into any machine with a storage size that's large enough, can operate his body without being attached to it. The fuck? So I'm learning stuff about Red Tornado that I didn't even know about because I just never heard of it. It's really crazy. Let's see. Your boy Kirby said, pick for me which deck to play, Aliens or Monarchs? Aliens, Kirby. I'm actually legitimately interested in seeing what your alien deck would be like. Matt said, Shield is a really strong magic card. Nice. Kirby said, I thought it was red tomato, in the words of the Joker. This is interesting. Then your boy Ryan said, Holocyte has one ability, absolute victory. Get cut? It's like, I just win the game. Let's see. I wonder if it lists any of his Ulthum feats. Thor wasn't able to control Red Tornado's tornado, which is interesting. Back in JLA Avengers #2, he dispersed some smoke, precise enough control to lay down sandbags where he wants. I don't think this list has Ulthum based feats, but I can't tell. So, yeah, it only lists Ulthum once. Illusion? Nope. So this respect thread just only has his Red Tornado based stuff, not his Ulthum stuff. Let's see. Kirby said, that is what she brings. The boys to the yard? What? Holocite brings absolute victory. I see. Um, then Kirby said, but Red Tornado is a DC boy. Well, it was a reference from JLA / Avengers #2 because I have had crossovers before where they've like encountered each other. Let's see. Matt said any and all cards can be used in a split second. Is that listed in her respect thread? And then Kirby said created by T.O. Morrow. You right? Except the air elemental predates T.O. Morrow. Let me look up that split second thing. Split sec. Here it is, yeah. Worth noting is despite the lengthy animations, it does not take Sakura long to cast magic through a Sakura card. As seen here and here, the cards can be used in a split second. Sakura is also capable of summoning cards against wind resistance and during a free fall. I'm going to look at those here and here moments. Oh shit, and it just like posts a video. Oh shit, she did do that really fast. They jump at her and she just goes, fuck it. Launches out. So that was cool. So she used the speed card? No, jump card. Yeah, so that took no time at all. And then I'm going to look at another one of the Sakura things. Oh, this is when she fought against What's-His-Face. That's spoilers as fuck. Good thing I've already seen this. You don't really get to even see her do it for the first example. She just kind of does. Well, the first example. Let's see, Kel said, I was going to pick Giacomo and his Gold Experience Requiem, but that would be really slimy, because Jir can set anything to 0. And he said, I'm sorry you said you can insta-kill him? Nah, that didn't happen, lol. Oh, right, because he can just set it. What does setting to 0 even mean? That's like so vague. Let's see. Physical abilities. He can body swap, duplicate, create, offensive and defensive uses of universe hopping. So he can straight up travel between universes himself. Sub ability Love Train. Let's see, is 91% approval rating. Knows how to get what he wants through threats. Okay, so here are Valentine's weaknesses. Oh, we should look at everybody's weaknesses. That actually makes the most sense. Matt said, Wall on the Fly card has dodge lightning and orbs of space removal. I'm going to scroll down to everybody's weakness section. I don't know why I didn't think about that before. Does Sakura have a weakness section, Matt? I scrolled through really quickly and I didn't see it at the bottom. Weak. She doesn't have a weakness section. What the fuck? I kind of wish she did, because then it would be just a lot easier to go through. Also, let me read the create cards description. A book that brings into reality whatever the user writes in it, created a massive dragon that was capable of tanking thunderbolts and breathing fire. Through Sakura, makes a massive flaming dragon, a giant mammoth made of ice, and a large building-sized stone monster. I like that create is normally used to just make monsters. I like that the clip they used of it is of a bunch of random shit just flying around. Yeah, it turns everything someone writes in it into reality. I really like this Sakura respect thread. It's like well made. Though I wish there was a weakness section. That'd be nice. Let's see. Matt said her weakness is that she's a school kid. Kel said setting something to zero means he makes it unhappen. He can also move through erase time without even needing the ability. So he can set things to zero that Giomo isn't even aware of. So he can set things to zero without even trying to set them to zero. And then Matt said her weakness is that she's a school kid with normal regular attributes, only mildly enhanced by the cards. And then Kel said aware of it to correct his previous statement. Hmm. So, man, I really like the create card, not gonna lie. It's probably my favorite. Even though lock seems really good. So I like that. Let me look at the lock like respect thread video. It's no use. It won't open at all. Don't mailing. So you try to like hit the window and it knocks you away. I feel like the lock card isn't as good as it's displayed to be. To be honest, I feel like the description that's given in the respect thread versus the actual source thing that it shows, they're just not as cool. It's just like the video itself doesn't sell how strong the lock card is versus how this person is describing it to be. So I would say lock probably isn't as good as we're thinking it is. Let's see. Matt said unless specific cards are used, and then he said this isn't even including clear card. True. Um, that would be like super double spoilers if we had clear card in this bitch. I like that she can use two cards at once. That is really dope. She uses the create and move to make a cake capable of movement and teleportation to set a trap for her. The move card? What's the move card? Mirror, little song, loop. What the fuck? It said she uses the create card and the move card. Here we go. Capable of teleporting an object rapidly. Interesting. It does have severe limits as it cannot move anything big or alive. Oh, okay, so she couldn't make a dragon with create and then use the move card to make it like a teleport or anything. Kel said also, when Gur kills you, you get stuck in a time loop where you die forever, and you only come back to life only to die again. And Kel said, so that's why I didn't choose Gur. And then Kirby said, I'm going to have a fun title for this. Ooh, sounds hype. What titles are you thinking about? Let me see. I'm going to look at funny Valentine's weaknesses. Dirty Deeds Done Cheap is undoubtedly one of the most powerful stands in the history of JoJo. However, it does have several noticeable weaknesses. For one thing, other people can dimension hop too if they're caught between two objects in a place Valentine recently used D4C. While Valentine can use any sort of pressure to dimension hop, he can be killed by being cut apart. Love Train can only be used within a small area around the Holy Corpse. And finally, Love Train's barrier can be pierced by attacks that can break through dimensional walls. Is there anything that could stop him from getting erased? I guess I need to check his durability feats. It has offensive and defensive uses of dimension hopping. Apparently, they didn't break him down into durability, which is what I was looking for. Let's see. Oh, I've missed quite a few things in the live chat. Kirby's, oh, I already read that. Vanessa Brooks said, hi, you have Vanessa Brooks. Welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. Don't forget to smash that like button. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Let's see. Matt said, but that's what we have for Sakura. Then Kel said, also his name is pronounced Giorno, not Giormo. Lol. Then Kirby said, Dueling Nexus, Al duels. The aliens are real, I swear. Oh, ballin'. I think that'll be cool. Most def. Is that supposed to be Al or AI? I guess I'm having trouble telling between L's and capital I's. And then your boy Matt said a bloodlusted Sakura is actually terrifying. Then Ryan said a bloodlusted sex robot is even more terrifying. Then Kirby spaced out the letters. Oh, capital I. So AI duels. Oh, so have you been facing off against the AI, Kirby? And also, what options do we now have against the Dueling Nexus AI? Like, how many new decks does it have? Let's see. Kel said, Love Train's ability prevents him from being erased because he can just redirect that misfortune to somewhere else. Fair? Let's see. Ryan said, anyone seen the AI movie? I have seen the AI movie. Have you seen those articles online that compare it to Toy Story? Might be worth checking out. Uh, then your boy Matt said, Ryan, don't being lying like earlier yesterday. Was that English, Matt? Then Ryan said, what lie? Do, 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 do. Wait, why is Dirty Deeds Done Dirty Cheap called D4C? Why isn't it called 4DC? Because it's 4Ds and then 1C. It would make more sense for the 4 to just be before the D. And then Matt said the second Nexus robbery. You then Ryan said you have no evidence it was me. Do 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 do. Kirby said the news on Nexus says we've added an additional 19 decks to the AI, including some of the latest meta decks. Ooh, sounds gross. I'm somewhat interested. Kel said because D4C sounds way cooler than 4DC. Does it really? Does it really though? I'm not sure if that's true. 4DC, D4C, 4DC. I still think 4DC sounds more interesting. It just sounds more accurate, I would say. Ryan said, how do we know it wasn't you, Matt? Playing Altergeist for some reason. Oh, your boy Red Tornado has knocked out Vision. That's a pretty good ass feat. Survives multiple energy blasts from Cyborg. He's bulletproof, which I think makes sense. He's taken a hit from Superman, took a hit from an Inhuman Flame, takes multiple hits from Despero, takes a hit from Rip Roar, don't know who that is, takes a hit from Superboy. When he was rendered human, he took a punch from Solomon Grundy. When in a human body, he takes a full beat down from Solomon Grundy. Rip. Let's see. Then your boy Kirby said aliens won't stand a chance, but let's do this. Yo, I believe in you, Kirby. Hashtag Heart of the Cards. Let's see. Matt said, because I would never use Altergeist, but you and the other you both used them, and the setup was the same. Ryan said, have I ever played it before? Then Kirby said, I refuse Altergeist. Then Ryan said, no, I have not. And then Matt said, you did before the other you played them. We never got to see what Ryan was playing when he did that thing before. And then Ryan said the deck I used before was Trap Monsters, which I think does make sense. Even I say that in the video. Like, I think he might be playing, I think I said Paleozoic is what I said when I faced off against Ryan earlier today. And then Matt said, we did, though, the pot card. It was the exact same beginning play of you play, I think it's like Pot of Indulgence or whatever, and then you draw cards, and then you set up a bunch of board. But that doesn't mean that they were the same thing, though it did look like it. And then Ryan said lots of people use pot. It is a pretty okay card, not gonna lie. Let's see, Technopathy. He outhacks an explicitly superior AI using sheer willpower. I've read that story. Reverse engineers technology that doesn't operate on the same laws of physics as the main DC universe. The fuck? That seems like a pretty good feat. And then Matt said, but not that pot. And then Ryan said, yes, they do. Yes, they do, Matt. That pot is one of the better ones. Let's see. Batman's like, how's your analysis of the warp anchor proceeding? Red Tornado's like, hard to say, Batman, but I think I may have usable data soon. I have linked my electronic consciousness to this device, And as we have surmised, it did serve to stabilize a dimensional gate. The Marauders must have been trying to recover it when Superman happened upon them. But the reason the Marauders are now malfunctioning is due to the fact that the physical laws are not the same in our two universes, which makes it difficult to reverse engineer the warp gate technology, but it should not be impossible. Damn. Yeah, that's a pretty interesting feat, not gonna lie. Let's see. So where are we at? Ryan said Batman's large DICK. Matt said also, can we take a moment to recognize lots of people use pot? Oh, by the way, we've now hit an hour in the stream. I do need to get ready for bed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shout out everybody who's been on the stream. Then I'm going to wrap up the stream and then start up the fan poll stream. Make sure that you guys all participate in the fan poll that we are about to set up and host. That way you guys can get what you want to watch voted for on the stream. So make sure you tune into that fan poll stream, vote in the comment section below for what you guys want to watch. And make sure that you stay tuned at 1 p.m. where the result stream will hit. So definitely keep that in mind. But I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding, ring that notification bell to be notified whenever we do these live streams. Also, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. If you want to help out, you can donate money through the live chat. We also have links in the description to our Patreon, our Zazzle store, our Fiverr page, and to the books that we have published on Amazon if you're interested in checking out any of that merch. Shout out to that one guy, Kels. Shout out to Ryan. Shout out to your boy, Matt, aka Yotaro. Shout out to Kirby Ultra Star. Shout out to Vanessa Brooks. Shout out to Poco. Shout out to Armor Man Real Life Superhero. Shout out to Beatrice. Shout out to Dragon Ball Superfan 10. Happy birthday! Shout out to Rocky Ford, who was actually the first person on the stream. Thank you all for watching and tuning in. Now, before I wrap up the stream, let me real quick go over the last few messages in the live chat. And remember to stay tuned because we have the fan poll stream right after this. So, Kel said, I think Valentine wins because Love Train redirects all misfortune. It still won't be an easy victory, but still. Also, he's technically immortal because he can revive himself with 4DC, which is what I'm now going to call it because 4DC is just better than D4C. D4C sounds like divorcee. I don't understand how that's a cooler name. Your boy Matt said Sakura wins, game over. And then your boy Ryan said Exodia wins. Then Kel said, alright, I hope we can make a final decision on the death battle next stream. Also, if you guys beat 4DC, I'm going to be an even larger cuck and choose the world over heaven. Then your boy Ryan said AKA, and then he put my tagline. Then your boy Kel said, I'll explain it next stream. Then Matt said, we should use Kel's first pick. It's only fair. Since we aren't adjusting. How about next stream, we all just pick different people? But thank you all for watching. If you like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding, ring that notification bell to be notified whenever we do these live streams. Also, stay tuned. We're going to set up the fan poll stream after this. The show's your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one only logging out. Your boy Matt said, but who won? Valentine seems to have a lot of things that just, his whole power is cancel my opponent's shit. I don't know exactly what Valentine's finishing move is, like how he kills other people necessarily. But it seems interesting. Sakura, I think, is interesting against Valentine because she just seems to be the most powerful with her split second. I just do bullshit stuff. That's really good. But I'm curious to see if it's based on time, right? What's interesting is that Funny Valentine can kind of just counter everything, and he does it without trying. So I think Ulthum could possibly speed blitz Sakura to beat Sakura. But then I think Ulthum could then try to speed blitz Valentine. Excuse me, and Valentine's power could just be no, that doesn't work. And then maybe he, just takes the dick. That's my current thought process. Then your boy Ryan said no one wins. But yeah, Thank you all once again for tuning in, and stay tuned because we got the fan poll stream right after this. This is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only.